So do you know about these like 7-hydroxymetagonine?
Oh, do I?
7-0.
Do I know about 7-0?
Oh my God. Explain that to us, please.
Seems terrible for you.
Have any of you guys tried it?
I'm afraid of it. They
No.
have it at
You
my vape
shouldn't. You
store.
shouldn't try it. So
Seems sketchy.
I've posted a lot of videos talking about 7-0. I recently, the style of my content has like kind of changed. So just like Call of Duty, like the videos Woody used to make. I would literally do a COD gameplay, and like instead of talking about my kill streak or whatever, I'd be like, "Yo, guys, me and my boys cooked crack the other day, and like we were in my kitchen."
That's a better commentary.
And that's what I did. I originally did like normal Call of Duty like tips and tricks videos, and I was getting no views. I ran out of ideas, and I was like, I just started smoking, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna just talk about first time I got stoned. And that's how I started making all the drug related content. But now I kind of do like different harm reduction stuff where I try to warn people about like what to look for when they're doing certain shit, or like all the smoke shop drugs that are out now. And like I've eaten those smoke shop shroom gummies, dude. The truth about those is those generally aren't that harmful to your health. They have something called 4-ACO DMT in them, which when you eat metabolizes to the same chemical a psilocybin mushroom does. So while it's not an all natural product, you're getting a pretty true to form trip, right? Not 100%, but like a pretty spot on experience, right? Same thing with like these weed products, these Delta 8 products. Yeah, some of them are sketchy, but like at the end of the day, you're not going to kill yourself on those. You're not going to develop some aggressive lifelong addiction. 7-0 is like you can literally walk into a smoke shop and buy a 80 milligram oxy is effectively what 7-0 is.
Yeah.
It is an extremely addictive opioid, and it's, I think, one of the most disingenuous things about it is these companies market it as like a natural kratom concentrate product. These companies are like, oh, it's just kratom. We're in the kratom industry. And like people that are, vocal about supporting a ban on 7-0 or regulation on it, the vendors on the opposite side of that will then try to muddy the water and be like, well, you'd have to ban kratom entirely because, this is literally a natural kratom product. And 7-0 is a chemical that's found in like very trace amounts in natural leaf kratom. And what they do is like they're not grinding up 1 million grams of leaf every day to make this shit, dude. They're synthesizing it. They're all synthesizing it.
That's scary.
It's very scary because one of the biggest issues with this is there's like wild inconsistencies in the doses. There's news publications that have gone and gotten these pills tested from all these different brands, and like they advertise on the box each pill will have 30 milligrams, right? One's got 60, one's got 15, and like people, you can overdose on this stuff. It takes a lot. It's not quite the same as overdosing on like Fent or overdosing on like a maybe an Oxy or a Percocet. It does take more, dosage wise generally, but when you don't know the exact dose of what you're taking, like it's a lot easier to do that.
Is this at every head shop? 7-0
for sure, dude. All of them, bro. Even some of my like favorite shops I've been going to out here in California that previously were like only selling glass, like really into selling like fine, like collectible bongs and shit that are thousands of dollars, are now selling this shit behind the counter. And what's really crazy about it, dude. So I'm going to show you guys a picture real quick. Can I like link this in chat or something, or how would I do that?
Yeah, throw it in
Just
chat.
drop a link in chat and Zach will show it.
Zach will
Okay.
show it.
Let me show you guys some of the fucking brands that like are in this industry.
When I asked the guy at the smoke shop about it, who's like a bro, like he's usually like, yeah, this THCP is this much stronger than THCA, and it'll get you this kind of high. And he's like, I smoke like he loves to get stoned. But when I asked him about that stuff, he's like, yeah, you
look at that packaging, bro. Like, tell me what that's trying to look like. That's not like trying to, a lot of these companies, they advertise these products as like, dude, this is a harm reduction recovery thing for opiate addicts. People who are trying to quit heroin or Fent are gonna buy this and it's safer. Bro, they're calling them Roxys, dude.
Oh my
They're calling them Roxys.
Wait, what is a Roxy? Oh, because of Oxy.
That's an opiate. It's a real Oxy. It's a legitimate. They're naming these. They have this brand I just linked.
Hey,
they're literally called Perks.
On the first one, you're like, hey, tell me what that looks like. And I think I just don't know what I'm talking about. Like,
looks like a Percocet. Like?
Oh, okay.
It very much looks like a Percocet. And there's actually the brand I just linked, they name their product Perks. Like it literally just says in giant text on the front, Perks, which is one of the most popular opiate drugs you can buy on the market. Same link as the second one. My bad. I put the wrong link. Hold on. here we go.
Yeah, it's super sketchy. Whenever I've asked like a vape guy about it, they're always like, "Yeah, I don't do that. I haven't tried that." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not going to fucking storm that beach. They look sketchy as hell." And
Dude.
I don't want that. Like, I like opiates. Like, whenever I've had codeine or just like opiates for surgery, I like them. So I definitely don't need a vape cartridge.
Zach, can you pull that back up? My issue with it is that it doesn't look sketchy. Like, they look like pills, but the packaging looks like a breath mint to me.
It's a blue raz flavor. Isn't that sketchy, dude?
Like, if this is dangerous, it doesn't look dangerous. It should have a big warning on it. It should tell you it's addictive. It should like.
It's unregulated though, so they can do whatever they want. They can make it into like anything they want. It says 21 and over, but I think that's a suggestion.
Caution extremely potent is a sales point. Like it might as well say caution really good.
Yeah.
100%. You know, I've made the series of videos talking about 7.0 in particular. I've basically all the products in the smoke shop I've tried on camera for videos, like some of the sketchiest shit. You can order carts on TikTok shop with no age verification. I bought a bunch of those and smoked them. But this is by far the worst thing I've ever tried. It's horrible, dude.
What's the highlight?
Can you
pronounce what?
I'm sorry. You got hit with two questions at once. You're calling it 7.0. It says 7-hydroxy mitragynine. Do you know what that says?
7-hydroxymitragynine, I think, is the like way to say that. The 7-hydroxy is like the off spin of the chemical mitragynine, which is a natural, like that's what gets you high in leaf kratom. That's what's normally found in there. The 7-hydroxy, I think a good way to compare it, like chemically, is a lot of these like Delta 8 edibles that you find maybe at a gas station or something. Delta 8 is naturally found in the cannabis plant. It is in trace amounts, but like these guys aren't extracting thousands of grams of flower to get it, dude. They're synthesizing it the same way they're doing with the 7.0 stuff. And it creates a very
Oh no.
We may have lost Goblin.
Very temporary. He was on a roll.
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. We have you back.
I don't know what happened. My whole page just refreshed. I don't know what happened.
Well, it's good now.
But did it like cut me off a few seconds in?
Yeah, like 6 seconds ago.
Okay. But either way, the issue with like products like 7.0 and like Delta 8, you know, the sketchy synthesized Delta 8 edibles that are, you know, parading as natural is they're hiding behind the actual natural products that like aren't bad for the market and they're poisoning the whole market. They're making everything look bad, you know? So like I have a lot of friends who quit opiates by taking leaf kratom. And while leaf kratom isn't a perfect solution, it is by definition harm reduction. You know, you don't really overdose on leaf kratom without taking extreme amounts of it. I'm talking like a lot, like an amount that I can't hold in my hands at one time, right? An insane amount of leaf kratom. You know, people are quitting opiates using those products, but these products are going to potentially get leaf kratom banned as well, which then leaves recovering opiate addicts with basically Suboxone and methadone, which are way worse options in my opinion. And it's you know, it's a very screwed up market. But either way, the other part I was talking about with the what was your question again, Kyle?
Oh, fuck.
That refresh fucked us all up, dude.
Yeah, I don't remember anymore.
But yeah, this is the worst thing in the smoke shop right now, for sure.
Huh. Yeah, it's got to be. I would be
and those
very
mushrooms
scared
work?
to get into that stuff.
I'm not going to speak widely for every product on the market because I think in general, if you're walking to a smoke shop and buying something that you want to get you high, you're playing a losing game. Like the majority of the time, you're going to get something that is at best kind of sketchy and at worst not at all what you thought you're paid for. And with the shroom products, you know, at the worst, you're eating 4-ACO-DMT, which is a research chemical that is currently like kind of a gray area thing. You know, like it's not illegal. Whether or not it should be is up for debate. But like looking at what other things the government has scheduled, it probably should be up there. And it produces pretty much the same thing as a natural shroom chip. Like it's really not far off. You know, so when I went into trying those smoke shop shroom products, I went in with a pretty like negative mindset preemptively. I was like, dude, these are going to be fucked. And I tried a couple that were like definitely not even 4-ACO-DMT. Like they were some other like sketchy shit, but the ones that specifically, if you want to find one that is this chemical I'm talking about, it's not the ones that say they're lion's mane and reishi on the back, that combination, those like mental clarity shrooms. It's specifically the ones that are like trying to look like shrooms. I tried to brand in a video, which I won't name here because, they don't need the free promotion, but I tried to brand in one of my videos, and I tried it right before a flight. I was in North Carolina. I had filmed a podcast, and I was going to this barbecue place. Yeah, I know. Brilliant, right?
Why do it then?
I mean,
it's such a
I was on a
potential
tight
for a
schedule
scary
that
time.
week, dude. The video was like,
fair enough. You're a consummate professional. No one can.
I have to lock in, maintain my schedule. I mean, you guys run a pod here. You guys know how it goes, but
it is.
I was originally planning to upload the video a few days prior and just didn't get the chance to get it out. So I was like, fuck it. I'm going to bring this bag with me and just record it in North Carolina after I film with this other guy. And, I do the podcast with him. Next day, getting ready for my flight. I'm like, shit, I still haven't taken those gummies yet. I take a couple of them. I'm thinking like, dude, these aren't going to hit me at all, dude. These are some smoke shop ass gummies. That bag I actually bought off Amazon, which makes it even crazier.
Wow.
Because you can just buy them on Amazon. And I took a couple, and I go to this restaurant, this barbecue place for lunch with my, my buddy, and I'm standing in line, and I'm looking out the window, and I just kind of realize after a couple seconds, I'm like, yo, I'm fucking tripping right now. And this is a very familiar feeling. Like, this wasn't like, dude, what drug am I on? It felt like I took a small dose of shrooms. And that like stunned me. I was sitting there like, I can't believe that shit is legal. Like, I'm happy it is. I think psilocybin mushrooms should be legal to begin with, but like, God, that shocked me.